In the land of Egypt, a people groaned under the weight of slavery. Their cries reached the heavens, and God chose a reluctant shepherd to lead them. Imagine Moses, a shepherd in Midian, once a prince, now an exile, leading sheep under the hot sun. Near Mount Horeb, his life changed forever. A bush on fire, yet not consumed. Curiosity overcame him, and he approached the mysterious bush. The air around him seemed to change. Moses realized he was in the presence of the divine. Moses, once a prince of Egypt, now stood before the burning bush, hearing God's call.
I have seen the misery of my people. You will lead them out of Egypt.
Who am I to confront Pharaoh?
I will be with you. Tell Pharaoh, let my people...
And so Moses returned to Egypt, confronting the man he once called brother. But Pharaoh's heart was hardened, and he refused to release the Israelites from bondage. Thus began the 10 plagues of Egypt, each more devastating than the last. First, the waters of the Nile turned to blood, choking the land with death. Frogs swarmed from the river, gnats rose from the dust, flies descended in clouds. The livestock fell. Boils erupted on the skin of the Egyptians. Hail and fire rained from the sky. Locusts devoured what remained. Darkness fell, so thick it could be felt. And finally, the most terrible plague of all, the death of the firstborn. A great cry arose in Egypt, for there was not a house without someone dead. Pharaoh relented, and the Israelites fled, but their journey was far from over. At the shores of the Red Sea, with Pharaoh's army in pursuit, the people cried out in fear. Moses, his faith unshaken, raised his staff to the heavens. The waters parted, revealing a path to freedom and a new beginning. As the Israelites crossed, they left behind their chains and embraced their destiny. Pharaoh's army, blinded by rage, followed them into the sea. But as the last Israelite reached the far shore, Moses lowered his staff. The waters crashed down, swallowing Pharaoh's chariots and horsemen. In that moment, the Israelites witnessed the power of their God and the fulfillment of his promise. Their journey had only begun, but they were no longer slaves. They were free.
So what can we learn from this? In life, we often face challenges that seem impossible to overcome. The story of Moses and the 10 plagues reminds us that God's power is greater than any earthly force. Despite Pharaoh's defiance, God's will prevailed. Through each plague, he revealed his authority over nature and human power, ultimately delivering the Israelites from slavery. This story teaches us that no matter how overwhelming our circumstances, God is still in control. Our role is to trust him, even when we can't see the outcome, knowing that he is always working for our freedom and good.